up on me, baby, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
Here to dance at the beginning, so you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning, yeah I did it.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right to the air is Huntley. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw, Huntley. Sliding out of the pocket. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 35. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught again by Schultz. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Packers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself. And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? Right. To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Okay, 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Huntley to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Lambeau. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Mike.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Black. Inside. Back front.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready! 60 Bobcats!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Here's Huntley. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they give the Jones off tackle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
30, 26.
Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Rodgers now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Hey, take 26 inside. All right.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's going to have a Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Uses the spin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for our Green Bay Packers. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Rodgers now to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, black. 26. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd down, Dillon. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And it's a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Huntley to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. Open man is Michael Thomas. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Okay, break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. It's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Beckham. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Two yards left on second down from the 9. They run once more with Dillon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Huntley. Flush to his right. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes, right side. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here's Huntley. And he'll just get rid of it. That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Huntley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off. And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Rodgers looking to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it? It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pass complete to Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think that